Hello creative friends, this is Joy coming to you with another art journal page that I did in this new Dino Weekly mixed media journal. So I just used up some paint from another project on this canvas, which is just some orange paint to add a little bit of color to the canvas. I kind of wanted to keep the canvas raw like that, but I wanted a little color to it. And then added some circles with some black acrylic paint, and then some little dots with some white acrylic paint, just to do a really quick background for this art journal page that I wanted to create. And of course, at this point, I didn't really know what I was going to do with it, but I went through my stash and I found a couple of things to add to the page. So I have this journal here that I stamped all of my stamps in, that I've been using to pull stuff out of, and then that one piece came from the Dilutions pack I just showed you. And so I use my Aleene's tacky glue to glue that down, and to glue the butterflies, which I pulled out of my stamp journal and I cut them out. And then I also pulled out the border across the top out of my stamp journal and cut that out. And I didn't like cut real close, I just left a little bit of a white around each of the butterflies, and then I left a little bit of a white strip at the top of the border there. And you'll see here in a minute, after I get this all glued down, that I decided to add a piece of washi tape across the top to kind of decorate that up a little bit more on this art journal page. So I'm just trying to get this down and make sure it's all fixed to the page. And I made sure I put some wax paper underneath this page so I don't glue two pages together like I almost did with another page I did here a couple weeks ago. So then I pulled out my Arteza watercolor pens and started to go through and color everything on this page, the girl and the butterflies, and then the border at the top. And for the colors that I'm using on the girls and the butterflies, I am putting those aside because when I go to color the border at the top, I wanted to make sure that I'm using the same colors so that it all kind of matches. So the colors that I'm using in the girl, I'm saving to use in the butterflies and to use in the border. And then any extra colors that I use in the butterflies, I'm saving to use on the border up top. So like I said, so they match. Now the one thing that I didn't do on her while I was filming is color her face or that thing around her face. But you'll see that at the very end that part is colored. So I went through my stash to find what I can add to this page, and I found these two words that I thought would go with this page, and it says enjoy now, because it looks like that she's looking up at the butterflies, and I thought that was kind of appropriate for the page. And then here I take my watercolor pens again and just kind of go around and start adding color to the butterflies. So I'm going through just quickly adding some color to each of the butterflies, and you can skip through this part if you really don't want to watch me coloring the butterflies and the border at the top, but that's basically what I'm doing here. And I really like these watercolor pens. I've been having a lot of fun using them on all of these art journal pages, and I really like this journal that I got because it's I've got different there's different pages in here, and it's just been a lot of fun coming up with different ways to create the art journal pages and do different things with each page, seeing that it's made out of like a different type of material. So it kind of, I haven't done art journal pages in a long time, and then now this has really got me motivated and inspired to do them again. And here's why I put some washi tape across the top of that border just to kind of add a little bit more to it. And then I use, like I said, the same colored pens that I used below on this top portion so that they all matched, and and it all kind of went together. And you can see that my stamping wasn't, very good on this. And so I really wanted it to be, the black part be a lot darker. So I do here, you'll see in a little bit, after I quickly color all this in, that I do use the black watercolor pen to darken up the black areas so that it's, stands out more and looks better to me anyway. I think it looks better. So I'm just finishing coloring up, and you can see where I didn't, I just left a little bit of white around when I cut it out, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just something to just be creative and have fun with. And I'm trying to think. I don't remember if I recorded adding a little bit of Wingta Stella pen to the butterfly wings or not. That's another thing that I did to this art journal page. I I created it and recorded it and everything, and then I went back and did a few other little things to it, like the next day or two. I can't remember. It's like sometimes I'll finish a page and think it's done, and then after I sleep on it, it's like, I should have done this or I should have done that, and then I'll go back and do it, which is kind of silly. But anyway, so this is pretty much the journal page that I created. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel to see more, or you can leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. So yeah, here's where I had the Wingta Stella pens. I decided to add some shimmer to the butterfly wings, which I really like. So that's pretty much the journal page for today. Thank you for stopping by and watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.